Yo, 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 yo. What it do? What it do? It's your boy Big Five Opinion back with another live video. It's been a few days. But I'm back. Hope everyone's doing well out there. What's up, Tina Street? Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come in. Make sure y'all, if you can, share the live, share the content. And if you haven't subbed to the channel already, be sure to do so that you stay up to date on the adult talk, state of the culture, and just open conversation. Um, it's been a few days since we've been live, but I'm here tonight. I hope everybody doing good out there, staying warm, being that it's the temperatures dropping a little bit. But I guess I'm one of the different ones. I like the winter, so happy to be here. Y'all saw the title, R. Kelly, Kanye, Kyrie, Red Media doing what they do best. Just just a little open conversation. I know it's been a minute, so give people a few seconds to get in here. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, 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 man. We got I just been sitting back doing some, not I ain't gonna say it's just been some deep digging into some research. Just been coming across some videos through our social media, whether it's via Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, just coming across certain videos that I've been seeing, and man, uh it's a lot of information out there. I advise people, to be open minded. You know what I'm saying? To be open minded to different things, even if it sound like, even if it doesn't sound right to you, just be open minded to the things that people are saying out here, because it's a lot of stuff going on in the world today, and it's a reason why these people want us to be it's a reason why these people want us to be silent. It's a reason why they are out here, buck breaking our black men in the public eye. You know, it's a reason for all of this stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? See, people are right now talking about Kanye and Kyrie, but nobody's talking about this shit started with R. Kelly. This shit started with R. Kelly. What's up, Jackie? What's up, Miss Lady T? This shit started with R. Kelly. Everybody's talking about Kanye. Everybody's talking about Kyrie, but the buck breaking started with Robert Sylvester Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But we have people that were so caught up in, making jokes about this shit with R. Kelly, and everybody want to laugh, everybody want to make jokes about it. You know, they wasn't having that same sentiment for R. Kelly that people are having right now, that we see that, what Kyrie's going through, the thing that Kanye West is coming out saying. But the whole thing about this shit is, see, we just getting everybody getting on board now. Everybody talking about black people standing up for black people having our, having our brother back, and you know. But what was this same sentiment when we sit here, the whole world watch what these people did to Robert Kelly? What was the black community then? What was the black culture besides people out here on YouTube who was speaking up about the injustice that was going on with Robert Sylvester Kelly? Some of the same injustice that went on with Bill Cosby. What was the community then? What was all these people at then? You know what I'm saying? What were the people who was talking about our brother, when they was buck breaking these brothers? You know what I'm saying? In this buck breaking throughout the media, it has been going on with our brothers for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like everybody's like, oh, this is wrong, this is wrong, that is wrong. But what was all that energy at when these people fucking hijacked R. Kelly, pretty much, locked this man up. The man been locked up for 3 years, going on 4, with no evidence whatsoever from none of these alleged accusers. No evidence. This man locked up, was in a federal indictment on racketeering, Mann Act charges, was based off of hearsay. You know what I'm saying? But people out here, they don't have that energy. They didn't have that energy for R. Kelly. Nobody had that energy. A lot of people didn't have that energy to stand up for R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't had that energy to stand up for R. Kelly because guess what? They ran with the narrative that the red media put out that R. Kelly is this, R. Kelly is that, but nobody looking at what the hell they were doing to this man. They bringing forth all these BS ass charges, but at the same time, they're not telling you that all these charges that they was bringing was hearsay. You know what I'm saying? Word of mouth. You know, this is the problem. We want to have selective outrage when it comes to certain things, but if you sit and allow it to happen to one person, you ain't gonna make no goddamn sense at all going to defend another person when it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It may be a different action, but they're being treated the same way. The treatment is the same. It may be a different accusation, but the treatment is the same. See, that's the problem, that our people have, man. We want to defend this, we want to defend certain shit, but then if we sit back and allow certain things to take place, then guess what? We're not gonna be took serious. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be took serious because it's okay for us to sit back and allow them to do it to one brother because we feel as though we don't like this brother because of the accusations that they attach to that brother. But then you come back and then you try to defend another brother, you know. But it don't matter. We should defend our brother. We should defend our brother regardless of whatever the situation may be, And if our brother is wrong, guess what? We understand that he's wrong, but at the same time, if y'all gonna deal with him, do it in a fair manner. You know what I'm saying? Every time we turn our back to something that goes on with one of our people, guess what? We give the opposition the right of way to come after another person. What's up, Sippin? Every time we turn our back on one of our brothers and let the people have their way, do what they want to do, unjustly, unjustly, um, charge them in the courts or whatever they may do, make them look guilty throughout the media. Every time we sit back and allow one of our people to go through things like that without challenging these people to prove what it is that they're saying, uh, one of our brothers or sisters have done, then guess what? We're giving these people the right of way for them to continue to come after our brothers and sisters each and every time. I said this a long time ago. Somebody said a long time ago, and I noticed it with the R. Kelly trial. I said, damn. I said to myself, I said, man, something about this R. Kelly trial just don't seem right. I said, I never saw so many news reporters that looks like us. I'm talking about CBS, NBC, all these CNN. I never even knew this many niggas work for the news channels. I never knew this many niggas work for the news channel. Never. R. Kelly get in trouble. They got all type of niggas all of a sudden on the news doing interviews and interviewing people, asking questions, this, that, and the third. Like, I'm like, what the hell? I never seen this many black news reporters in my life. Never seen that many black news reporters, journalists, whatever they want to be called in my life until R. Kelly case came around. Now they got all of a sudden now they got all the black news reporters going around doing all the questioning and asking people this and asking people that and making a statement saying this and saying that. Because guess what? There was proof to me right then and there that let me know that something that was going on wasn't right. Because now all of a sudden, why are y'all using black news reporters to come out and tarnish and diminish R. Kelly the way that they're doing throughout the media, and instead of letting the white news reporters report this shit that like they've been reporting? Where did all these new interns come from? All of a sudden, just go back to the beginning of this R. Kelly trial. Look at on CNN, CBS, NBC, Fox, all these different news networks. Look at how many of these fucking news reporters were black reporters all of a sudden when it involved R. Kelly. You didn't see them before until the R. Kelly situation came about. All of a sudden you saw all these black news reporters. You gotta make this shit make sense. That shit just didn't happen. It ain't just no coincidence. That shit was by design. It was all by design. I'm sitting here looking like, damn, where all these black news reporters come from? Asking all these questions. The same shit, if you look at it right now, you look at it right now in the NBA. The shit that's going on with Kyrie. Why is it that the only people that the news reporters are putting the cameras in the face of are black NBA basketball players? Only black NBA basketball players. Ain't going. The question is only being directed to black NBA basketball players. The question is only being directed to black NBA sports analysts. Why is it they are doing this shit clearly in front of our face? They are being so blatant with the shit that they're doing, and nobody is questioning the shit. Why ain't they going to stick them fucking cameras in the other people, Caucasians' face? Why aren't they going to ask those foreigners, these questions? Why aren't they going to ask all these other demographic of people these questions about Kyrie Irving repost? Because the man never said nothing. Why aren't they asking other people how do they feel about Kanye West? But the only thing they're only asking black people how they feel about Kanye West's comments or his interview, or they go find some type of Jewish person and ask them how do they feel about Kanye West's remarks and statements within his interview. But they're not going to ask no other demographic of people how do they feel about what Kanye West said, or how do they feel about what Kyrie Irving retweeted. You know what I'm saying? This shit that they're doing to our people, man, is so fucked up. And they doing it right in front of us and right in front of our eyes. And the simple fact that we're not challenging the shit, that's the problem that I'm starting to have. And the thing that I'm starting to look at is like, damn, how do we not see what they're doing? They're using our own people to tear us down so that they don't have to take no accountability for none of the destruction that they're causing, for none of the separation that they're causing. They are showing us each and every day that, hey, what I'm saying, long as we control the assets, long as we control how some of these people survive and live in this world, especially when it comes to that demographic of people, then guess what? We can get them to come on this TV and call another brother an idiot, or say this brother is dumb, or this brother doesn't have knowledge, just because he seek out information to try to find out who he is and where he come from, his roots. But like I keep telling y'all, what's going on right now with Kyrie, what's going on with Kanye West, 3 years ago, this shit started with R. Kelly, with the media takedown of R. Kelly throughout the media, the public lynching. It started with R. Kelly. Everybody crying, oh, they doing Kyrie wrong. It ain't right what they doing to Kyrie. But what was this fucking energy? Where was these questions at when they did it to Robert Kelly? What was the questions when they did it to R. Kelly? Why wasn't nobody questioning shit then? Taking everything for face value then, because guess what? The red media, who's controlled by a certain group of people, they the ones put the narrative out that R. Kelly was such a bad person, that R. Kelly he just committed crimes. He used his music career just for him to go around and have sex with underage girls, and then you get to the trial, come to find out, well, it wasn't none of the girls was underage. But that's not getting pushed in the media. None of the lies that was debunked during the court is being talked about in the media. So that right there should tell you the media doesn't care about truth of truth. The media only care about the lies that they continue to spread, and that they continue to fucking uh keep these narratives running around, that people like Robert Kelly, people like Kanye, people like Kyrie are fucked up people, or bad people, because those are the people who don't confine with what these people who control these networks want us to think or want us to see. You know what I'm saying? But I keep on telling, I talk about this shit all the time. If we sit back and allow them to take advantage of one of us, they're gonna try with two. If we sit back and let them try with two, they're gonna try with three. They've been doing this to our people for hundreds of years. And yet nobody is raising the question as to what's really going on. Who's behind this shit? Why is it that all of a sudden, when R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and Kyrie, it's on, you just pay attention how the Caucasians, just pay attention to how all the other demographic of people have just fell back. Just look at how everybody, just look at how all the other demographic of people have just fell back, and they just push the black people to the front, and they just let the black people tear down the black people. So you got black people on these news media, on these platforms. Tearing our black people down on the TV networks, and then you got our black people that's out here that's like us. We out here speaking up, trying to defend our brothers at the same time. So if you look at it, it's still black on black crime. And who gives a fuck about black on black crime? Nobody. Nobody. Just look at it. They are still getting paid off of our entertainment. It is entertaining to these people to sit back and watch our black people talk about our other black people as if this person is bad, this person is good. And we don't, and it's so crazy that the people that we do have in a position of power, they are so controlled to the point to where they don't even see the fact that they're being used. They don't even see the fact that they are being used to self-destruct our people. At some point in time, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? I don't think our people really understand. You know, one thing I was brought up on, and one thing growing up in the South, one thing in the South, I know for a fact. One thing in the South I know from growing up in the South is that you are my brother's keeper. We are our brother's keeper. We are our sister's keeper. You know, if we was taught to protect our brothers, we were taught to protect our sisters at all costs growing up in the South. Now, we was also taught, when you right, you right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. We was taught those things. So I feel like a lot of people wasn't, a lot of people didn't get the memo, because at the end of the day, whether you a poor nigga or a rich nigga, at the end of the day, no matter what adjective you put in front of it, you still a nigga at the end of the day in the eye of everybody else that sit back and watch. We are still entertainment to these people. We are still their entertainment. No matter how you look at it, no matter how much money you got, no matter how much money you don't have, at the end of the day, you are still in the same image of every person that looks like you. All that material shit don't mean nothing. When it all said and done, when it all comes to a head, guess what? None of that money, none of that material shit, houses, cars, you can't take none of that shit in the grave with you. None of that shit means nothing. When God calls your name and say, look, your time on this earth is done, you gonna die you just gonna die a black man, or you gonna die a black woman. That's it. That's it, that's all. But for our people to sit up, when we talk about the Charles Barkley's and the Shaqs and the Jamel Hills and all these people attacking a brother based off of him wanting to have an understanding of his heritage, just for him wanting to read, right? Kyrie Irving is being attacked for him wanting to understand. Now, that's no, doesn't that sound like a problem? How do you get attacked for wanting to understand? How do you get attacked for wanting to know your roots, your heritage? How do you get attacked for having questions? It's crazy, right? Man, look here. I came with it today.
Attack black people after they've been murdered when they did absolutely nothing wrong. You're pushing us to the limit. And what do I mean by that? You're asking us to talk about history, the history of the South. This is in Georgia. What happened in Georgia? There were savages in Georgia. It was the ancestors of the white right-wingers. They were absolute savages. They murdered people, they lynched people, they raped people, they enslaved people. They took babies from their mothers and sold them as property. You want to talk about savages? Your ancestors were the biggest savages the world has ever seen. And so don't you dare call a black man a savage after you murdered him. Don't you dare do that. I'm so sick of African Americans being called violent when the world's worst violence was done to them, not by them, to them, not by them.
Now, what I just showed y'all is why they don't ask other demographic of people the questions that they sit up and ask these black people intentionally. This is why they don't ask other demographics these questions that they come out and ask our people. This is why they don't want to go and ask these other groups of people about the things that they're asking people about. Is Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic? Is Kanye West anti-Semitic? This is why they don't want to ask these other groups of people, because some of these people are going to tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, guess what? Some people ain't going to want to hear it. That's it. That's it, Jack. That's it. They're scared we're going to find out. I'm telling you, Kyrie Irving, and this is what I've been telling people. There's a big difference between Kyrie Irving and Kanye West. There's a big difference than what Kanye did, or it's a big difference than what Kanye West said versus what Kyrie Irving did. It's a big difference now. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. There's a big difference between There's a big difference between what Kanye West said and what Kyrie Irving did. But look at the outcome of the two situations. Now, Kanye West came out and spoke against against a certain thing that was going on within him. What up, James Guy? Kanye West came out and verbally spoke against situations that he felt like wasn't right within his career. Kyrie Irving never spoke, but he made a post. He made a post about something. Big difference. Big difference. Kanye speak, Kyrie post. But see, the thing was, with Kanye, the people who controlled the narrative, they had the time to put the narrative around Kanye for people to take it as if Kanye West was schizophrenic, to take it as if Kanye West was crazy. So when Kanye West came out and spoke, they figured that some people would take it. They figured that some people was gonna say he crazy and dismiss it. They figured that some people would say, let me see what he's talking about. But see, this is where the red media people win. The red media people win because there's still deflection within what Kanye West came out and said. And the deflection is you got some people that's with it. You got some people that's against it. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah, you got some people. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me before I move forward. Let me know if y'all can hear me before I continue to move on. Let me know if y'all can hear me before I continue to move on. Okay. So now they see they had now this I'm talking about the difference. The difference between Kyrie and Kanye. One of the differences is the red media that's controlled by the people who runs all of these news media outlets, social media, all of this shit. They had the time to put the narrative out that Kanye West was schizophrenic and crazy. So when Kanye West decided to come out and speak against them, people dismissed it. Some people wanted to know. Some people was like, he losing his mind, or he crazy, or he at it again. You know what I'm saying? So, and with that right there, these people who run the red media, they still win because guess what? People are not, because they got people undecided, 50-50, right? You still got some people that's for Kanye West, some people that's against Kanye West. So they're not concerned about that. They not concerned about that because long as they got people on both sides of the fence, they're not worried about the unity. They're not worried about the unity. See, this the biggest thing that they fear is that our people come together. The biggest thing that these people in this red media and the people who control the media, who control all of these narratives, the worst fear they have is us coming together as a whole. But long as they can keep us divided, with some people agreeing with Kanye, some people disagreeing with Kanye, they're not afraid of that. They're not afraid of that. But for Kyrie Irving to repost a link uh, to a docu-series, not say one word, to repost a link to a docu-series and not say one word, and for these people to be in outrage, they are outraged about a post that this man did not tell anybody, go check this out. Go look into this. Y'all might want to go watch this. The man didn't say not one thing. He just reposted it to his social media. But do you realize the attack that this brother is taking? They are attacking this man as if he committed a crime. They are attacking this man like he killed someone. The way that they are attacking Kyrie Irving should let you know that if the link or the repost of this docu-series, if the reposting of a docu-series, right, if it had no validity to it, why would they be in such outrage about the reposting of a docu-series that wasn't made by Kyrie Irving, that wasn't wrote by Kyrie Irving? Kyrie Irving wasn't acting in it. He's not showed in it. Kyrie Irving has nothing to do with this documentary. But they are attacking Kyrie Irving as if he's the creator of the documentary. If you look at it, the only reason why these people can be so upset with Kyrie Irving, the only reason why these people could be so upset with Kyrie Irving, the reason why these people are so upset, because there's truth. There is truth within that documentary that they don't want people to know. They don't want people to understand. And when I say people, I mean our people. What about this energy for Shaq, who displayed this documentary in his movie theater? Never heard it. What about this energy for Jeff Bezos? Never heard it. But hey, I got some breaking information for you all. Why isn't the NBA attacking Jeff Bezos for the documentary? I know some people like, well, he, you know, some people probably question why he not attacking Jeff Bezos. I know a lot of people like, why he not attacking Amazon? Why he not saying nothing to Amazon? I know people like, why I'm not saying nothing to Amazon? Well, have y'all noticed that Amazon made a deal with the NFL now that all of the Thursday night football game comes on Amazon Prime. All of the Thursday night football games comes on Amazon Prime. Okay? So what if I told y'all that the NBA and Jeff Bezos is trying to make $1 billion deal with the NBA for the playoff games to be available on Amazon Prime for you to have to watch some of the NBA playoffs will be on Amazon Prime. Now we understand why the NBA is not attacking Jeff Bezos, because they are in business with Jeff Bezos. That's why they're not attacking Jeff Bezos. They want that $1 billion contract from Jeff Bezos to start airing NBA games on Amazon Prime. See, if you just sit back and allow things to unfold, everything will play itself out. So they're not going to attack Jeff Bezos if this man have $1 billion proposition on the table, just like he just gave the NFL. And what did the NFL do? Now you can't watch Thursday night football unless you got Amazon Prime. Now they trying to make a deal with the NBA, so you're gonna have to do the same shit to watch the NBA. You're gonna have to go on Amazon Prime to watch some of the NBA basketball games. See what I'm saying? So now that they're not gonna attack Jeff Bezos because they want that $1 billion proposition, so all the attacks fall on Kyrie Irving now. Kyrie Irving has to take the attacks for Jeff Bezos. He has to take the attacks for the creator of the docuseries. He has to take all the attacks because they're not going to come out and attack Jeff Bezos because they don't want to lose their $1 billion proposition. Okay, man. So let me see what else I got in the queue right quick for us. As y'all recall, I was talking about if y'all can recall a while ago, I talked about when you go and fill out a application at a job, and I talked about like why when you go and fill out this application on these jobs, they don't list certain groups or certain races or certain ethnicities on these applications. And I'm like, well, then, I'm asking myself if these group of people are so important, or if they are so offended by certain things, why aren't these groups of people offended when they go and fill out an application? Of course, they give you the option to select other, but if these people were important people, don't you think their name would be on the I-9 form just like their group of people would identify on the I-9 identification form, just like every other group that they selected identifies on the I-9 identification form? But for some reason, you just think back to the last time you saw an I-9 identification form and look at the group of people that was on it. And think about the groups of people that you didn't see on there. That should be a red flag. But I'm on something right here. Let's see what we got.
Peace and love, sister. So here I have the current definitions dictated through the U.S. Census on the topics about race. And under those 5 topics, you have white, black or African American, American Indian or Alaskan Native, Asian or Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander. Now, if we really pay special and close attention to black or African American, you'll come to the conclusion what I have highlighted in red is that we're the only ones that are actually considered under a racial group. And if we really pay deeper attention, why is it that so-called Negroes, blacks, African Americans, and colored people don't have consideration with being one of the original peoples of the planet? The answer is because these are still slave brands. The Dred Scott case, the Supreme Court Dred Scott case, should have been enough to tell our people that we shouldn't even be identifying with quote unquote being black in the first place as a matter of census. But the bigger question is at what point in time?
So, in this video, you see, let me see if I got it up here. Now, according to the census, right, when they are identifying the different groups of people, according to the census, right, everybody is the original people. They got white as original people. They have American Indian or Alaskan as the original people. They have Asians as the original people. They have Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islanders as the original group of people. Now, if you look, it say, now, so this is how I'm going to tell y'all. Now, this is so crazy, but it's so blatant. Now, why is it that, now look at the wording now. Look at the wording. Now, if our people was on this land from the beginning, it's been proven that our people was on this land from the beginning of time. If y'all agree that our people was the original people of this land, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all agree that our people was the original people of this land, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all don't agree, then put a 2 in the chat. But if y'all do agree that our people was the original people of this land, put a 1 in the chat. And I'm going to tell you, we sorry about sorry about that. That was work calling. Of course I'm at work, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna finish going through this. If our people are the original people of this land, And you see when they address, they got they got everybody as the original people. They got white as original people. They have American Indian or Alaskan Native as the original people. They got Asians as the original people. They got island Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islanders as the original people. But do you see when they say American Indian or Alaska Native, American Indian? So if our people are the original people of this land, why doesn't it say America, American Black? You see how they got American in front of the Indian, but when they talk about the black people, they got black or African American. And we are a racial group. Now, we're not even the original. Now, if you look on the screen, it doesn't even say original. It just say a black racial group. Now, why would they not label our people as the original people? Why is our people not labeled as the original people? But instead they got our people labeled as a black racial group. Now, these are red flags, and these are things that we should be questioning. These are the things that they don't want us to question. How could y'all put American Indian, but y'all can't put American blacks or American African, whatever the situation may be? But we know that we're not blacks. We know that we're not African. You see what I'm saying? But everybody else is, if you see the yellow highlights, those yellow highlights are saying that these people are original people. So if all of these people are original people, why can't we be original? But instead, we have to be labeled as a racial group. We has to be labeled as a racial group. This is why they going so hard at Kyrie Irving. This is why they going so hard at Kyrie Irving. I got one more. I got one more slide and one more video to show you all. In this video right here, this is a video that I saw something about this. Shout out to this guy, Dane Calloway. There's another guy on YouTube. He talks a lot about, he talks a lot about our history, the East Atlantic slave trade, Jamestown, Fort Comfort, Virginia, all that, the Trail of Tears. This brother, Dane Calloway, he gets deep into the history over there on his channel on YouTube. Dane Calloway. If y'all go and check out Dane Calloway, man, tell him Big Vi sent y'all. If you've been over there, if you know him, man, this brother has a lot of information. But I remember years ago, he was talking about uh the like these people, the Americans, how they flip the map upside down and made the top the bottom and then the bottom the top. Like and I want to say to the brother Malik, Malik, my brother Malik that be over here. Me and Malik was having this conversation a while back, and Malik was studying, Malik was saying he like, man, cause he up in Baltimore, he in Maryland, and he was saying, man, Maryland is the South. You know what I'm saying? Maryland is the South, whatever, And I'm like, Maryland is the South. I'm like, well, me my whole life thinking I'm from the South. I was born and raised in the South. I'm from Louisiana. He's like, man, he said, I'm telling you, man. He like, I'm telling you, like, Maryland is the South. But man, it's so much shit has been hidden from us, and kept away from us. And for some reason, man, I'm going to say this before I play this. At this point in life, we should be questioning every goddamn thing that we ever was taught. We should be questioning everything that we was ever taught. I mean, that's just how I feel. I'm going to play this video, this last little clip, and let me know what y'all, I'm going to just play this last little clip, and man, shit like this makes you want to go and research.
Ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase Explosion, St. Louis, Missouri, 1904. Keyword 1904. Now, first look at that. You see how the south is up north, and the north is down south, and the west is east, and the east is west. So you see how they flipped already? They didn't flip the compass. So now everybody's direction is off whenever they're looking for something, particularly, or whenever they're trying to see where something is. So Morocco wasn't even founded until 1952. So what is this? You sure this ain't the ancient Jerusalem and ancient Morocco right over here next to Illinois? California was right over here. Temple Inn. You see Japan, right? You see a bunch of little hold on. You see Great Britain. Yes, this is on this land. You see Sweden. You see Cuba. You see China. You see Belgium. Yup, Austria. All of these places were over here. All of these places, Italy. All of these places were over here, right on this ground plans of the Louisiana.
So, if you go and look up the ground plans of the Louisiana Purchase, 1909, man, you will be surprised at some of the shit that you discover. Man, when I tell you that everything that we've been taught could possibly be a lie. I mean, everything. And this is why they are challenging Kyrie Irving the way that they're challenging Kyrie Irving, because they don't want us to identify with our true selves. They don't want us to identify with who we really are. It's information out there for us to be had, and this information out there for us to be taught. But see, one thing they have indoctrinated within our cells and our brain is that if they put this information in a book, that we would never go looking for it. And when you hear Kyrie Irving say it, he never understood why they said if you want to keep something away from black people, to put it in a book, because they'll never pick it up. He said now that he has picked that book up, he's come to learn that reading is a superpower. So imagine if all of our brothers and sisters picked up a book and started to read. Reading will become our superpower. It's not the money. They give you the money to stop you from wanting to understand. They give you the money to stop you from wanting to look. They give you the money to keep information away from you. The money is a distraction. The material shit is a distraction. The houses is a distraction. The clothes, the shoes is a distraction. That flat screen TV, distraction. These cell phones, distractions. They have put so many goddamn distractions in front of us, to the point that we're so busy being distracted that we're not trying to learn and understand what it is and what our purpose is on this planet, on this earth. They don't want us to go to reading. They don't want us to learn to read. They don't want us to have to rely on reading because they know that reading is a superpower. And that's one of the powers that they have against us that they can always keep hidden from us by distracting us with all of this material shit. Like I say earlier, before I close out, so that's been my time tonight. I gotta get ready to go and do some work. But I appreciate everybody that came in and listened tonight. Uh, just had to put something together real quick for for everybody that follow me, that support me, that's been watching me. Uh, I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to bring everybody up with me. So I appreciate each and every one of you all that's always here, consistent, just holding it down, sticking with me. Because at the end of the day, man, we all in this thing together. We all sisters and brothers through Christ, and at the end of the day, uh, any knowledge that I have, I'm gonna always share with you all. And I hope that any knowledge that you all have, you all will share with me because that's the only way that we're gonna overcome the only way we're gonna get out of this bondage that they're holding us in. And we're seeing that they don't want us free from this bondage when you watch what's going on with Kyrie Irving, when you watch what's going on with Kanye West, when you see what went on with R. Kelly, when you see what went on with Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, Prince, and so many others. They want to keep us tied down. They want to keep us bind to them. You know what I'm saying? And now they want to keep us entertained by their goddamn entertainment systems, which is these cell phones and TVs and these reality shows and all this other different shit because they don't want us to understand. They don't want us to identify with the true Christ, who we really are. So, with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love you all through Christ who strengthened us. Put God first. He's the leader of our life, and we can't do nothing without God in it. You know what I'm saying? We can't do nothing without God in it. We are dealing with some satanic people. There's some evil people out in this world. But guess what? God is out here too. There's some evil people in this world, but God is out here as well. You know what I'm saying? So put God first, man, and do whatever you do it through God. Do it through God. That's the only way we're gonna break free. And y'all already know how I always leave, man. 5 rules to live a happier life. Love yourself. Do good. Harm no one. Be positive. Always forgive. And on that note, until next time, free R. Kelly, free Kyrie, free Kanye, free ourselves.